Baby, when you get to a place where Mother Rue literally, literally takes and side eyes you on stage, baby, there's something to be said. And here I am. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, I know you all been talking to me and calling for me and asking me, are you going to do Drag Race All Stars? Are you going to do reviews? And the answer is actually no. I did, I'm watching. I am watching. I don't really want to do the whole every week uh, review thing. I just haven't been wanting to do that for quite a while. So I will click in when something goes down, such as this week. Something went down. Okay. Something went down. And like I said, when Mother Rue side eyes you on stage, then it's time for me to show up and me to talk about it. And it's time for you to be on notice because, baby, you in danger, girl. You are in danger. I know y'all like, well, what the heck you talking about? I'm talking about Candy Muse and this whole elimination for tonight's show. Listen, the show was a good show tonight. It really was. It was a good show. It was, of course, you all know I love Joan Crawford and Faye Dunaway and the whole Mommy Dearest thing. Mommy Dearest is definitely, there's two movies are my favorite all-time movies, and that's Mommy Dearest and Mahogany. So, anything with those two things going on is a win-win for me. So I was here for all of it. So they did a musical. And here's the thing. So we ain't going to go through a review up the whole show, but I'm going to talk about the things that stuck out because I didn't agree with any of this. I didn't agree with any of this stuff that went on. Listen, so we got the musical going on. We got Adam Shankman was actually there to do the choreography. So this was everything. T.S. Madison was in her seat on the judge panel. Like everything. It's like, hey, the gang's all here. Everybody here. Let's get this done. Grace Jones was the runway. I said, oh boy, this is going to be something. Well, as it all ended out, we had Candy Muse won over everything. I didn't agree. I didn't agree at all. At all. At all. Yes, because they all laid tracks as well. For the musical, they all did their individual tracks for the parts that they played in those different spaces in Joan Crawford's life. And Candy's track was good. Her track was good. But I can't deny that. And I'm not even a real huge fan of this girl, but James Mansfield turned this whole episode. She turned it. Yes, there were a few fitting issues with her bodysuit. She had this cat suit on, and the crotch. Whoever made it, there were some fitting issues with the crotch. It wasn't like the fitting. The cut was wrong. It was the way it was cut is why it fit that way. So that was the designer who kind of messed her up there. But the look, I lived for the look. I lived for the look. Her things for the musical, her performance was dead spot on 100%. Her makeup, flawless. Her vocals, flawless. I said, how in the world did they do? Because Candy Muse looked the best. Yeah, I said it. Candy looked the best. Candy did the whole no wire hanger scene, and all she had on was a satin robe, basically. But remember, Candy don't wear no titties. So with Candy not having any titties on, the robe was laying flat, which made the robe off. Whoever made the robe actually sized it for titties to be there. So it was longer in the front than it was in the back. Because I kept thinking she was going to trip on it. But the makeup and everything was cool. But it was just that robe irritated the hell out of me. And it wasn't even a good sewing job. It wasn't. She looked a mess. She looked a mess for me. I thought her performance was okay. It was just okay. I was not blown with her at all. Now her runway was good. Her runway was good. But overall, the best runway was Alexis. Alexis had the best runway, and Alexis was good in the musical naturally because that's what she does. Um, but overall, James Mansfield's the one that stood out for me in that musical. She really, really was. Uh, Kahana and James Mansfield ended up falling in the bottom. They were in the bottom. I was like, this is crazy. And I'm really sick of Kahana. Kahana, she should have been gone a few weeks ago. She really should have. Should have been gone. So this should not have even been an issue. But she got saved last week because Heidi in Closet took and decided to walk off and go home, which was unheard of. Who ever heard of going home on All Stars? You voted yourself out and walked out on All Stars because of some drama with some queens? Girl, please. I don't even think so. I'd have cussed them whores out and kept right on moving. But Heidi went on home, messing around, trying to do the alliance thing. If you know you're not a dirty, underhanded bitch, then you shouldn't even play those types of games. You shouldn't have even involved yourself. And with the likes of a Candy Muse, really? You trusted Candy Muse. Okay. That's why your ass went on home, honey, because you were setting yourself up for failure. Child, Miss Candy is about Miss Candy, and that's going to bring me to where we are. So here we are. They're all together working. Everybody knows James Mansfield turned that doggone musical out. Everybody knows that James Mansfield is doing very well. She's doing good. She really is. She's doing good. They get down there. Of course, you know how we do it on All Stars. So Candy wins for the week. So she gets to be the top All Star. She gets to do the lip sync and choose who she wants to go home. And then the other person who is the lipstick assassin, which was Angeria. It was so good. Angeria was so goddamn on clean with that. Her afro was everything. It was everything. So let's get to the drama, child. So they come out. Angeria has who the people had actually chosen. And last week, child, everybody except for one person chose Miss Kahana. Girl, good night. Anyway, so they go ahead and they're going to do I'm Not Perfect, but I'm perfect for you. I was like, okay, perfect song. Let's go. Candy come out, Candy naked. And I'm like, Candy, see, this is the thing. It's always a fit issue with Candy's clothes. Whoever does her clothes, it's like she's buying off the rack. She's buying off the rack. Candy has a long male torso. And all her clothes, she needs to go custom because her torso is long. We have longer torsos than women anyway, but Candy seems extremely long. And even with her being a heavy girl, everything is always too short. Like spaghetti straps, I mean, they are pulled to the longest pullation that they could ever be. It's always an issue in the fit of her torso. And this is what she was having going on, and she has it going on all the time. It drives me nuts. But she had like pasties and stuff on, it was a good idea to do like the pasties because Grace would do pasties for her lip sync. Um, Other than that, the actual silhouette was cool with the thigh boots. They were nice boots, and the latex bodysuit. And then okay, we'll go with the hair. It's fine. But just that bodysuit and it being stretched all the way down, and before she even started moving around, you could actually see the pasties because it's too small. Yeah, see, I went all around in a whirlwind just to say that the shit's too small. Anyway, so they go ahead and they do it. Now it's funny anyway because Candy decided to go the route of sex. She went with Vamp and she was doing her thing. She's rolling all around on the floor. So I'm laughing. I'm like, go ahead, Candy girl, you better go ahead and give come and get it, honey. I said, okay. So she's doing all this, rolling on the floor and trying to emote sex. And look, everything was there. I can't even read the bitch. Everything was there. All of the intention was there. She gave you sexy. She really did. And the last little thing at the very end, when that bitch flung her head to the side and the hair fell in her face, I said, "Well, girl, you just entered the afterglow. Work out, Miss Candy." So she definitely did win the lip sync. She did. Angeria, I love Angeria, but Angeria, I want a pageant performance from Angeria. I don't have to have a dance performance from Angeria. I just want her to look beautiful and be dramatic. That's my Angeria. So this whole dancing thing, it was cool, but she couldn't keep up with Candy with that. So that was correct. So here's where the drama starts. Baby, we think we know for a fact, girl, Candy gonna go on and get rid of Miss Kahana because they're always doing this thing of going with your track record. Hell, her track record is child. She should have been gone. Anyway, baby, that's what Miss Candy did, honey. Miss Candy see that two little bodysuit? She pulled out that lipstick and she eliminated James. Baby, when I tell you can hear a pin drop in there, a pin drop, and Rue's face. I said, oh, uh-oh. As I said, as soon as she did it, I said, girl, that was a bad idea, Miss Thing. That was a bad idea. I understand why you did it. You were getting her off the table because she is a fierce competitor, and you were moving her out of the way because you think that you can beat Kahana. You think you can beat Kahana, so you moving her out of the way. But see, there's a few things that you have to worry about when you do these things. And James was pretty. She thought her and Candy were cool too. So she was like, "Wow, really? She got me for real." I was like, "Well, see, I liked everything else about James Mansfield, Grace Jones look, except for the little thing with the bodysuit was the a little issue in the little, the fitting. But everything else, the foxtails and all that, that was I was like, yeah, I like it. Anyway, but her face, she was cracked. She was totally cracked. She didn't think Candy would do that to her, but she did. Baby, she did. She walked you right on out the door. But here's the thing, Miss Candy. Here's the thing. Two things that you got to worry about, baby. Three things. One, the biggest one, is karma. You have to worry about karma because karma is a nasty bald-headed bitch. And karma seems to hang out a lot around the drag race studios. So you have to watch out for karma, one. Because girl, you saved Kahana when you knew for a fact Kahana needed to go home. Don't be in a position, Candy, where Kahana ends up sending you home. Because that's child. Look, I've been around with Drag Race since Drag Race been around. Don't be in a position and find yourself going home and Kahana have your spot. See, that would be karma getting you. Okay? Two, you got to worry about these other broads in this situation at this point because they know now that you playing dirty. You playing to win and you playing cutthroat, which ain't no issue with that. If you going to play it, stand in it. Now, if there's one bitch to stand in it, it will be Candy Muse. Okay. So this is going to be good, honey. This is going to be good. Candy will stand in it. And you need to, because at this point, bitch, they don't trust you. I promise you. They don't trust you. Girl, they're going to be gunning for you, Miss Thing. And you need to know it. Nobody trusts you. You might as well not even have no more, girl. Just get you some ear pods, because any conversations going on, girl, ain't nobody listening to you. Anybody listening to you, girl, they don't trust you. And who else you got to worry about is this one on the screen, honey. The mother. She side-eyed you, Miss Thing. You know why she side-eyed you? Have you not ever paid attention to Rue? Rue don't like bitchy queens, Candy. That Rue doesn't like bitchy queens. She doesn't like backstabbing. She don't like any of those things. She don't like any of those things. She don't like none of that them sly moves of kicking another bitch out because you think you can't beat her. She don't operate like that. She does not operate like that, girl. That's why she side-eyed you like that, Miss Thing. She side-eyed you. She don't feel all that at all. At all. That's one thing we share in common with Rue. You know, I've been following her ever since when she first dropped. When RuPaul first dropped and we start seeing her, that's when I've been following her. There was no drag race. There was none of that stuff. Girl, like when she came out with her book and all, I go back that far. Back to the original release of Supermodel and all that. Rue has always shared that in common with me. I don't never think I'm in competition with no other drag queen. I am not in competition with another drag queen. I'm only in competition with me. I'm in competition with me. Nothing you do or nothing you say will ever make me feel any kind of way about me and what it is that I can do. I only am in competition with myself. That's why I always love pageantry because I can't be shook in a pageant situation. I can't be shook in any type of a competitive situation, in drag or out of drag, as James or as Milon. I cannot be shook because I give less than a damn about what you're doing. I've always only, as the 51 years I've been on this planet, I've only ever been in competition with myself. I don't see fear in other people and what their talents are. My talents are my talents. And those are what I be concentrating on. So any type of competition, girl, you can't shake me, sweetheart. Not at all. You can't shake me. And I've sat in pageants and watched girls literally drive all the way 3 hours into Pittsburgh to run for a pageant, get here and see who's in the pageant and don't even enter. So afraid of a person. I'm like, that shit's crazy to me. But that's just who I am. That's something me and Rue share in common. So I'm saying to you, Miss Candy, you put an X on your back, 3 X's. And like I said, you need to look out for karma. You need to look out for your other competitors. And you also need to look out for Mother Rue, girl, because she decided you this thing. She decided you. Girl, the only girl. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You shine the light on yourself, sister. I don't know, girl. You thought it was a good idea. We gonna see if it work out for you. Lord have mercy. Listen, All Stars, baby, y'all better be watching because it's getting good, honey. Yes, indeed. And I can't wait to they reveal all of this about this fame game that's going on. Oh, child, I just love this. I love all the twists and turns, and that's the cute part. That Rue, she sits around there. She live off for all the twists and the turns of the competition. But girl, she don't really expect you to fall into the trap of playing dirty in the twists and turns. But that's what you did tonight, Miss Candy. You fell into the dirt of it all, girl. You nervous, girl. You're nervous and you're trembling. But girl, I got a sneaking suspicion that when this is all over, girl, you're gonna get cleaned up. Anyway, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.